My name is Brian J. Matos, and I am on a never-ending journey to better understand our world, the trends impacting our future, and the wonders of modern innovations. Like you, I believe in lifelong learning, and I've started this podcast and blog to build a community of curious minds where we can share the knowledge that we're all accumulating. Through in depth conversations with preeminent thought leaders, authors, activists, community and business leaders, industry experts, and academics alike, you're going to get an insider's perspective about the big trends impacting our communities, families, and our individual lives. The core theme of this show is that we want to ask the best questions of the smartest people on the most important topics affecting all of us so that we together can learn more about those topics, but also that we get the insights needed to make the best possible decisions for ourselves, for our families, for our communities. For those of you who may run a business or those of you who may lead a community organization, the more information you have, the better decisions you can make for your employees, for your volunteers, for your churches, for your families. And it's only through asking the best questions of the smartest people that we can get at the answers that the rest of the media landscape glosses over. Anybody can ask the who, what, when, where, why questions. But on this program, we want to dive deeper than the 30-second soundbite. We want to dive deeper than the 2-minute story. We want to dive deeper than the 15-minute special segment on an evening news program. We want to get into the meat of the matter and understand as much as we can from the smartest minds who have so much to offer, but their brains are so full of knowledge. They just need someone to help them focus, to pull out that deep-seated knowledge that they already have, and to bring it to bear so that we can all easily understand it, make sense of it, and take action off of it. Over the next several weeks, we're going to get to know each other very well. For now, I just want you to know that there's a few principles that I believe in. Number one, come to this program like I do with an open mind and with open ears. We're here to learn, and I'm here to both start conversations as well as to contribute to existing conversations. And I hope that you will all be active participants in that as well. Number two, we want to come to this program every week willing to have our beliefs challenged, but to do so respectfully. And number three, if we're going to have a community of curious minds, we have to keep the lines of communication open. And I want to make it as easy as possible for you to engage me so that we can engage each other. You can find this podcast anywhere that you get your podcasts. You can always visit my website, brianjmatos.com. New episodes will be posted every Thursday. You can find me on Twitter at Brian J. Matos and send me your questions there. You can find us on YouTube at Brian J. Matos Podcast. You can find me on Facebook. Just go facebook.com/brian.matos. I'm also reachable on Instagram. Brian J. Matos is my handle there. And of course, you can always send me an email. You can send an email to my show producer at info at brianjmatos.com. I want to hear from all of you. I want to gather your questions. I want to gather the topics that are interesting to you so that we can bring on the guests, or we can just talk about that ourselves. And I'll always be happy to take your questions and do my best to answer them. Some weeks we will have guests on this program. Others, it'll just be us. We'll just be having a conversation. I will be bringing to you some of the interesting stories of the week and my perception or my point of view on them. Those will be conversation starter weeks. When we have guests on the program, this will really be about contributing to a bigger conversation. And I'm also hoping that what we get out of this show is, again, the deeper meaning, the deeper insights. Let's take the existing conversation in the public and get down a level or two. Make it understandable for the common person, but also make it actionable for us. If we learn a little something about one trend or another, how is it going to help us in our jobs, in our lives, with our families, with our churches, and our communities? How is it going to make a difference for all of us? I also want to assure you that your time is valuable to me as my time is valuable to me. And I will never waste your time. This program is hopefully something that you will look forward to every week because you know that every minute you spend with this show and with this community is a minute that you're spending getting smarter, learning more, getting insights that other people don't have, and making yourself a more informed citizen of the world. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for subscribing. Please hit that subscribe button to get the latest episodes directly to your mobile device, your laptop, or any other means by which you get your podcasts. And I look forward to talking to you every week for a little while. And I look forward to hearing back from all of you. One last reminder, in addition to subscribing to this podcast, visit the website, brianjmatos.com. Reach out to me, info, at brianjmatos.com. Find me on Twitter, at brianjmatos. Same thing for Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, brian.matos, if you're looking there. And I look forward to hearing from you all. I look forward to sharing some of my thoughts with you. I look forward to bringing guests on this program. And I look forward to all the answers to all the questions that we have yet to pose and all the things we have yet to learn. Thank you for listening. I look forward to speaking with you again very soon.